Andrew Bates with Dave Monroe.
We're back at it, Andrew.
Back here for the second match of the afternoon against the Crandall University Chargers and the UNB St. John Seawolves.
The Seawolves women, they won it 1-0 over the Chargers. Maybe a closer game than people were expecting, but the Chargers came up with a nice defensive effort, and Seawolves put another win in the books, go to 3-1-2 on the season.
That's right.
And Andrew, why don't you start us off with the land acknowledgement?
Yeah, we've got it's. As you noted, we would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the unceded and unsurrendered traditional territory of the Wolastoqiyik, whose ancestors, along with the Mi'kmaq and Passamaquoddy nations, signed peace and friendship treaties with the British Crown. St. John campus is located at Monaquest, now called St. John. Monaquest today is home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people. The Seawolves would like to take this opportunity to thank their 2024-25 season sponsors, Centaur Products Atlantic, Domino's Pizza, where UNB St. John students get 50% off online orders, Booster Juice East Point location, One Team Sports, and the UNB Associated Alumni. And it's Alumni Weekend. The reunion weekend celebrates the 60th anniversary of the St. John campus, and the 50th anniversary of UNB St. John's first graduating class.
We have a lot going on here this weekend. It's an exciting weekend here on UNBSJ. And with me is John Richard. And John, what's your new title?
Sure.
The old title or new title?
Yeah. No, thanks for having me, Dave. Yeah, so we've restructured a little bit here at the University of Brunswick, and my current title would be Executive Director of Athletics, Recreation, Operations, and Wellness. But that's a long way of saying I have the pleasure of overseeing both the Seawolves here in St. John and the Reds in Fredericton.
And also the campus recreation programs as well. So it's all encompassing.
Yeah,
now.
every aspect of it. And, athletic and recreation events, and even community events, and you know things like on this field, all the rentals and all the things that people don't know, that, as you know, that
right.
It's much bigger than just the varsity games on the weekends.
Right, and I think that's always been appealing to folks like us, where you have the rest of the student body, and they need service, for physical activity, mental health, and so that must be exciting for you to have it all encompassed.
Yeah, no, it has been, and adding Natasha Kelly to our leadership team and working together is great. We're one university. We brag about being one university, so there's no reason why both of our athletics and recreation programs shouldn't run that way as well.
Well, I worked at UNBSJ for many years, and I always thought that was the model that should be used, and so from my perspective, I'm really excited to see that it's happened, and I know we've worked together in the past on a couple of things.
Yeah.
It was only a couple of years ago where
we were playing down here.
You played all of your varsity
Soccer
home games here at the stadium, and it was. Certainly from our perspective, it was great to have such quality play down here right in our home backyard.
Yeah,
it was really quite an enjoyable season.
Yeah, no, we appreciated that, and obviously it was due to we need a new turf in Fredericton, and now it looks like in a few years we need new turf down here probably. So we'll start working on that.
That's right. That's right. The life of this turf. It's been a great turf. But the life of the turf is, it's coming closer to the end rather than at the beginning. It's still in good shape, but there will come a time. You're right. So I think we're in for a really, really good game here between the UNB St. John Seawolves and the Crandall Chargers. So John, thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by. I know that you're dropping up on this alumni weekend to the watch the volleyball. And
So I was just mentioning to someone earlier. We have 12 between Seawolves and Reds. We have 12 games today. So it's a busy fall, but it's a good fall.
It is a good fall. Well, thanks for dropping over.
No
John,
thanks for having me. Anytime.
And we're going to bring in Shauna Irving now from the Alumni Association, Alumni Office, and Shauna.
Hi, Dave.
Great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's What do you think of the weekend so far? Tell us how it's going. Like
the weekend's been great. We've had 178 registrants so far for Alumni Weekend, so that's a lot of alumni coming back to campus.
Now, was that more than you were expecting? Less? About the same? You didn't.
We
really have
didn't
any,
know what to expect with the first one, and
Right.
this being the 50th anniversary of the first graduating class of the St. John campus, it was obviously fitting to start out this way. So 178 is definitely a great number for us.
Wow.
And we had lots of events yesterday, including campus tours and some other events, a pin ceremony this morning for the 50th class and the 25th class. And then tonight
Wow.
we have a big campus party up in the White Bone Lounge.
Campus party in the White Bone
Yeah.
Lounge, and now is that the end today, or is it going tomorrow again, or is that wrapping it up today?
The big party is the wrap up.
Wrapping it up
Yeah.
tonight, and well, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, and to have games going on, like it I don't know, it just adds to the. And I know there's things going on in the gym.
Yes, basketball is also getting together for some scrimmages and some alumni gatherings. So there's lots going on campus, and it was quite busy yesterday too on campus. And it's always fun to see alumni come back and see the difference of campus over 50 years.
Well, that's the other thing, right? When you can get alumni back onto campus, they see, oh wow, this is really growing. This is changing. It's getting better. It's
Exactly.
getting, and then they have stories where they can appreciate the growth of the campus, because the ones that were here in 1974, 75, there were only 3 buildings here.
Right? Exactly. And one's
3
gone.
buildings, and one's gone.
That's right.
So that's, of course, being replaced by a brand spanking new
Very
health
exciting.
health center, but
Yes.
it's going to be quite the building. I've seen the
The
drawings,
renderings.
and it's going to be quite the building.
It
So
will be for sure.
yeah,
Very
that's
exciting
right. That's right.
times.
Now, where are you off to now? I dragged you into here for a bit of a chat, but where are you off to?
You did. So I'm actually joining John to go see the Reds volleyball play a little bit. This morning it was set up for the campus party tonight, and then from volleyball it'll be right back to the campus party to welcome everybody in.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by, Shauna.
Thanks
and
for
I'm
having me.
glad to hear that the weekend's going so well, and it'll be the first of hopefully decades.
The annual
decades to
Alumni
come.
Weekend.
Oh,
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Well, thanks again for
Thanks.
joining
It's
us.
been a pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
You too.
Yeah. Andrew, we are in a game here. We are in a game.
It's so great to see all of the friends and past faces come through.
It is. That's not normally how we start off a game, but certainly it was worth it to see to see everybody and John and Shauna here, and that doesn't happen every week, so we had to take advantage of that.
And as you noted, it's been end-to-end action. For the Chargers, we've had in goal Evan Couturier, number 5, Chase Pannell, number 7, Cameron O'Quinn, number 11, Ethan Drouart, number 15, Jacob Agbor, number 19, Christian Sheen, number 20, Jin Kim Armijos, number 21, Wyatt McDonald, number 22, Admar Otanil Guinhi Gonsalves, number 27, Ibrahima Janet, number 28, Paul Agata. And the head coach is Damian Dyke, with the assistants Luke Knowles, Riley Fillmore, John Albanet, and Jamie Allain. For the Seawolves, on the starting lineup side, we have Mike in goal, number 1, Mike Ratek, number 2, Aaron Gallardo, number 4, Tristan Burnham, number 7, Griffin Cassidy, number 8, Pedro Pintius, number 13, Aiden Marcantonio, number 14, Ryan Binner, number 16, Jackson Holmes, number 20, Malik Karoui, number 21, Luke Antoniello, number 22, Kellen Lamb.
Well, we can expect the Chargers to be much improved over last year. And if they're as improved as we're hearing, that means that this is going to be a 7-team race for the playoffs. For 4 spots. There's only 4 spots available. And definitely these two teams are going after one of those 4 spots. Certainly King's College, who have started off the season, Andrew, with 4 ties. That's certainly more than they would like, I think.
That's an indication of how even the conference is that nobody can beat them, and nobody can beat them, and all to the same amount.
Well, we've talked about the trade-off between ties and wins, and tying a game, winning a game. And we said a tie, 3 ties is worth 1 win.
That's right.
So that's I think that's something that UKC men are going to be looking to change. I don't think they want to keep tying games, and no score here. Almost 9 minutes into the game. Again, the weather is just superb here. We couldn't have any better weather. Well, if we check in with the standings, Andrew,
that's
right off the bat, we've got Crandall sitting in second place with 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie.
That's a pretty good record.
The Seawolves are sitting in third place with 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. UKC checks in. Well, it says here they have 5 ties. I'll check that.
Griffin Cassidy has the ball on the break.
There's a goal. No. I thought that might be a chance at a goal for Cassidy. Holland and UKC final. 0-0. So UKC now has 5 ties in 5 games this year. Must have played an early game because this is only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a surprising. Seawolves getting
Cassidy
some chances.
has it.
Cassidy
sent that ball towards goal, but it was it found a.
He knows exactly where he wants to put those balls. I'll tell you.
Defender's boot first.
I'm curious about this UKC tie here. It just seems like an awfully. No, it's in the books as September 21st, 0-0 tie with Holland.
The narrative continues. When was the last ACAA undefeated season?
Well, it would have been Holland College, I think, not too long ago. They medaled twice at the Nationals. And they had Ibra Sahoya. He led the nation in scoring 2 or 3 years in a row. So
Crandall coming off of a 2-0 loss to Mount St. Vincent, as well as a 1-1 draw the previous day.
Crandall having having problems
ACAA.
really scoring goals. 4 goals in 4 games. In this league, it's not really helpful.
Evan Couturier will.
But
Redtake will spread that ball out. Cassidy has it about 25 yards out.
Seawolves certainly.
Over go to Mark Antonio.
Certainly getting their
Sends
chances.
it out wide.
Oh, here it is. Oh, didn't get much on that kick. More of a steer rather than a kick.
Nice dummy by 2 Seawolves so that could fall to Pedro Pintes in space.
So Crandall they've only scored 4 goals, but
Cassidy has it on the break again. Oh, and there's
they've only allowed 6 goals.
Ethan Drouart went to clear that, and
oh, that's Cassidy. It looks
his
like
arms came up, and Cassidy seems to have been caught in the face. Kind of incidental to the motion itself, but what Drouart was trying to do. But he's now up.
So Crandall's scored 4, allowed 6. So they play tight games. They haven't allowed more than 2 goals in any game this year.
Crandall will send a ball long, and Burnham will head that back to Vratek.
UNBSJ have scored 9 goals this year. Definitely an uptake on the goals for Seawolves this year.
That's right.
And
on Wednesday, the match had been the match wasn't too bad against St. Thomas until the latter third of it when things fell apart a little bit. But
Seawolves have allowed 7 goals.
And 2 of those were in that match.
That's right. But that was against St. Thomas, and certainly we both agreed after that game was over that the Tommies are the team to beat in this conference, and they should be. They're hosting nationals. They're ready to go, and they want to go in as the ACAA champs, not the host.
Well, that was a nice bit of movement as Cassidy sort of flicked it on for Mark Antonio.
Cassidy with a good low hard ball, intercepted.
Cassidy has been the engine on the left side for the Seawolves here this match.
Sure has.
That's a aspirational effort on the turf from Luke Antoniello.
Well,
Crandall already have
you have to like what you see. You have to like what you see with the Seawolves offense. They're firing the ball at the net.
Crandall have a man on the 4th officials bench.
That's a quick sub for sure. 16 minutes in, 17 minutes in. That's a quick sub.
Not immediately clear who the substitution is. Looks like number 5 coming off.
Seawolves controlling all the way back to Ratash. take. Seawolves moving the ball around well, all the way down the field.
So it's Jonah Nice coming on, and Wyatt McDonald will switch sides. Move down over onto the right.
Karwui, you got to like the way the Seawolves are moving the ball around early on, getting some shots on net.
Crandall University substitution in the 17th minute, leaving the match number 5, Chase Pennell, entering the game number 8, Jonah Nice.
Early substitution for Crandall. Damien Dyke and his coaching staff done a nice job with this Crandall team this year. Crandall look like they have some capable players. Usually the last thing to come along in a team is the offense. You know, a new team.
That's right. That takes some chemistry, that takes some teamwork, some understanding between the different players involved. What do you make of the fact that as part of that early substitution, we had that switch with McDonald moving down to the right-hand side? It seemed, or the right side of defense, which is the one currently being plagued by Griffin Cassidy.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just love the way the Seawolves have started this game.
That's right.
They're moving the ball around really well. Good crisp passing, one-touch passing, getting some shots on net. Crandall has 5 rookies in their starting lineup. 5 first-year players.
That's right. We had Pennell, who came off, who's listed as a forward. Cameron O'Quinn, who is a midfielder. The Chinkim Armijos and Wyatt McDonald, forward and a midfield/forward attacking midfielder, is respectively are also listed as first years. And Admar Otanel Uguinhi Gonsalves, who is also an attacking midfielder, or M/F on our sheet.
So players are from all over the place on the Chargers. We always like to go through the locations of players because we know people will be watching from these areas. So we've got players from Peterborough and Windsor and Barrie. Windsor, Nova Scotia, Barrie, Ontario, Peterborough, Ontario. We got some players from Cameroon,
Ecuador, Angola, Nigeria. Hello to everybody tuning in.
Wow, that's always exciting to see that. We're knotted at zeros. Crandall really hasn't had a chance. They've had a couple of opportunities on through balls, but the Seawolves defense have been doing what they've done most of the season, and they've stopped the attack. Seawolves, I think, are moving the ball around really, really well today. There's a nice through ball, and alert goalkeeping there.
No British Columbians in the visiting lineup, but a shout out as I'm from myself a BC boy. A shout out to Surrey, BC, where Jackson Holmes is listed as hailing from. That shot was dangerous and into the side netting. I see. Thought I saw something, but it looks like.
Well, like I said, the Chargers are sitting at 2-1-1, so they know they can play with anybody in the league this year, and they're proving it. They've got a real quality lineup out there.
Ratek tries to send it on the ground, and it gets cut out. Kellen Lamb
Sends it. Karui. He's got wheels. He's also got great skills.
Lamb generates the turnover. Caroe. Mark Antonio shoots. It's over.
Nice little crossover by the Seawolves near the top of the 18. Karui gave it to Neilio, and he put it up over the bar.
Mark Antonio has been featured here in this match, a component of what the Seawolves are trying to do on offense, and a recipient for Griffin Cassidy's passes.
Well, Andrew, we're 24 minutes in.
Cairo, he has it.
24 minutes into the game, and this looks like a pretty wide open affair.
So far.
I think we're in for some excitement here today.
Christian Sheen cuts that out for a Seawolves corner. Cairo will make his way to the flag to put that in.
I said this, 2 games ago. I don't think one goal is going to win this game, Andrew.
No, perhaps not. Cairo up. That will fly through without coming too close to anybody.
This could be a multiple goal
Crandall
game.
moving in the other direction. Armijos.
Oh, that's good defense. Good defending. Ryan Benner.
Long ball will hop into the arms.
Who doesn't like to see
Mike
goals?
Ratek.
Who doesn't like to see goals? Andrew? Everybody likes goals.
Everybody likes goals.
And I think we're going to get some goals in this game. Both teams attacking quickly, playing pretty direct soccer. Attacking through the middle, sending it through the backs. Both teams doing the same thing.
Gallardo sending that ball up the pitch to Mark Antonio. Cameron O'Quinn from the Chargers will cut that out.
There's the ball.
Caroe is able to make that ball over the top, make something of that. Pintas's first touch almost goes over the line. The Chargers try to get that back the other way, but the Seawolves have it now.
Nice move inside by Benner there. Seawolves.
Outside to Lamb, who crosses it.
Oh, that one went off. Griffin Cassidy. Very quick pace to this game so far.
McDonald now the one handled with Griffin Cassidy duties on the Chargers defense.
No easy task.
No easy task.
No easy task. That's a beautiful kick. Past half.
By Evan Couturier.
Oh, my.
And that'll go in. That was a solo effort. From number 27. Crandall University goal on the 27th minute, scored by number 27, Ibrahima Janet. Ibrahima Janet, who had a good effort earlier on as well, is able to take that shot on the run, and Ratek got a hand on it, but it got past him and ended up in the goal.
28 minutes in, 1-0 for the Chargers. Chargers showing that they're for real this season. They've only lost once in 4 starts so far.
The Chargers have made the opening argument. We've, the metaphor as debate or theater, a conflict has been introduced.
Well, as I said to you, I am pretty sure we're not.
And Mark Antonio answers back. Karoui had passed it back to him. UNB St. John Seawolves goal! Scored on the 29th minute, assisted by number 20, Malik Karoui. Scored by number 13, Aiden Mark Antonio! What a response. Immediate.
Andrew, you heard it from me first. 1 goal's not going to win this game. You can just tell the way this game has started out in the first 30 minutes that it's a wide open affair. Both teams getting chances. It's an exciting game. It's an exciting game.
Crandall made its opening argument. St. John an immediate riposte.
And Lamb brings it down. He decides he's going to settle it down.
That speaks to how dangerous and how much of a catalyst Karoui can be on that right side for the Seawolves.
Seawolves have settled down a bit, taking their time now. Through the middle. Cassidy almost broke through there. Good defense on the Chargers. There's the sure foot at Burnham. With a Benner. They swing it all the way around.
Karoui back heel. Gallardo runs onto it and then takes the tumble. He'll pick himself back up.
Karoui is he's becoming a big factor for the Seawolves. First year player last year, second year this year, gradually getting better and better. And he's a real game breaker for the Seawolves.
He's got speed, and it's great to see him use it, but also to find things to do with it and ways to benefit from that danger.
He has good speed. He handles the ball well. He's got good vision. He makes good passes.
Cassidy takes that free kick short, and cross is devised, but it's deflected high and over for a goal kick.
And the thing that impresses me most is that he works really hard, but he's got amazing stamina. He's playing the same way in the 88th minute that he plays in the 28th minute. But I don't think there's anybody. I'd be surprised if there's anybody faster in the league than Karoui. (1-1). 32 minutes in, 2 goals already, and I would say more to come.
Cassidy back heel.
Unless these teams really settle down and start playing defense, I think there's a lot more goals to come in this game. Cassidy's
really humming today. Not that he was bad in the St. Thomas game. I don't think he was, but we see a lot of he's very active. A lot of back heels. A lot of linking play.
Well, he's the Seawolves key guy. He's in 4th year. Take out for the free kick. And we've got, look at that speed. Look at that move.
You've got two people who have to be committed to taking care of him, and then that leaves space behind when he sends the ball that way.
And he gets the ball a lot. They're using him out on that wing a lot.
Mark Antonio,
that's a penalty shot.
Fields the corner from
Seawolves.
Antoniello.
Seawolves penalty shot.
Things, so many developments.
And you can bet that Cassie's going to take it.
I had my head down for the foul. That was a cross from.
Didn't take much to know who was going to take that penalty kick.
Antoniello to Mark
Cassidy.
Antonio. Couturier will be.
Anytime you can put the ball on the foot of your leading scorer, that's a good thing.
St. John Seawolves penalty kick goal. Scored in the 35th minute by number 7, Griffin Cassidy. Well taken.
2-1.
That's right.
2-1.
Things.
That Crandall lead did not last long.
Such developments.
35 minutes into the game, already 2-1.
That was, I want to say that it was down the center to the right side of the goalkeeper.
Seawolves have already played a 3-3 game this year. So a lot of positive with the Seawolves right now. Scoring more goals this year is definitely one of the positives. No question about it.
These are not two teams trying to not get hit. These teams are trying to box.
They're going for it. Neither team wants to tie, I don't think, because they are certainly playing an offensive. And again, for us, that's a 3-3 tie for the Seawolves. Second game of the year against the UKC. So the Seawolves have been part of a shootout before, and wouldn't surprise me if they're part of one today. Because I don't think Crandall's done by any means. I think they've got lots of opportunities coming their way.
Jeanet's been moving well. The matter of getting the ball up there has been sort of the challenge.
Karwui just handles the ball so well.
St. John comes back the other way.
And he cuts in this time. Again, back to
Mark Antonio.
Almost exactly the same play they did on the goal, on the first goal for the Seawolves.
Mark Antonio's shot falls into Evan Couturier's grasp. A little further out than that first one, which is, I think, what made it a little easier for the goalkeeper to get a hold of. But you're right, the exact same mechanic in play. Crandall will try to pin St. John in their defensive third, but that ball has come out to midfield, and it will be a throw-in for Jonah Nice.
You got to love these shootouts, Andrew. However, I'm going to qualify that by saying Ratek is not easy to beat. He's a great goalkeeper for the Seawolves. He played really well last year. Was injured earlier in this year, has come back, and he's in the net today for this important game.
Jonah Nice is a face that we recognize here at the Seawolves, having played here in past seasons.
Yes, that's right. Well, I think, we forget about the fact that COVID took up, the players lost 2 years for COVID, right?
Right.
So, because some players just opted not to play during the COVID years at all. 1 year wasn't played at all. So there are lots of players out there, that have 2 extra years of eligibility. They may never use them because they're in their 4th or 5th year in their academic pursuit, but they could, if they're doing a master's or anything like that. It's possible. That's a handball. Referee waited to see if UNBSJ was going to get possession. Well, the game settled down a little bit from that torrid start. Tristan Burnham, sure-footed back for the Seawolves. With a nice ball to just above the 18. Oh, there's a break down the line.
Jeannet had a cross whipped in there that went to Jacob Agbor.
That was close. Agbor almost got that. Seawolves taking their time. Now settling this game down a little bit.
That ball will come out to Lamb, who will take it down the left side.
Lamb takes his space until challenged.
Passes to Cassidy, who now has 2 around him. Pinteas into the center. Mark Antonio back to Pinteas.
Seawolves doing a
back
nice.
to Cassidy. Pinteas has it. That'll go popped up and through the area now all the way out to the right-hand side.
That's quality passing for the Seawolves. Quality passing. Their passing's right on the mark today.
In jockeying with between Karui and Nice, that will go out for a goal kick.
I thought Pintos was going to have a crack at it, but I think he saw the goalkeeper coming towards him. So if he could just flick it up above him into the 6-yard box, he was hoping somebody would run onto that one.
Antoniello rises to make that header and gets the ball, but folds up his Crandall marker in the process, and that will be called as a free kick.
Well, we haven't welcomed the Crandall fans yet today, Andrew.
Welcome to the broadcast, Crandall fans.
Always nice to have everyone watching in. Well, live streaming's been a great thing, for people that can't get to a game live, to be able to watch it. It's really been Okay, this ball's moving. Ooh.
That was a long strike from Gonsalves, which...
he'd like to have that one back.
That had some power on it.
He would like to have that one back. If that's on the net, that's in, because he got all of that. Well, that's the other half of what I was talking about, Andrew.
That's right.
You can't shoot. You can't score if you don't shoot. And you can't score if it's not on the net. That's the second half of that equation. Your good goal scorers, they put the ball on the net. They force the goalie to make a save or the ball's in the net. Players that maybe, don't have that knack for scoring, they miss the net more than they hit it. Mm-hmm. Even though they have a hard shot. Somebody can have a really hard shot, but if you're missing the net, it's not getting the job done. So Crandall will be looking for another one of those opportunities as this game goes along. That's a nice ball to the outside. And just a little too far in.
Got about a minute left in regulation time in the first half. It has breezed by.
It's been an entertaining half. This is maybe, but where would you rank this on home game first half entertainment?
I would say it's a pretty entertaining first half. We've had fireworks.
I'd rank this first half number 1 this year for first half entertainment at the men's game.
The 2 goals in brief succession were quite something. That was like 2 minutes separating the marker from Ibrahima Janet and from Aiden Mark Antonia.
There's nothing wrong with getting locked into a tight, low-scoring game. I mean, that's a good game too. But this is more exciting. Coaches don't think so. But for the fans, like us.
That's right. And for you, our viewers.
For the average fan, it's a lot more exciting to see goals.
Those joining us here on ACAA.TV. That ball will
well, you're going to be able to get a snack in about 30 seconds, I would say. 30 seconds or less. Because the referee's looking at his watch. And he's going to blow this half down very shortly. So get ready to raid the refrigerator.
50% off pizzas at Boston and Boston Pizza.
If you're a student, a UNB St. John student,
get your order right.
It's not a bad time to order that 50% off pizza online. Oh, this is
Griffin
a dangerous ball for Cassidy.
Cuts it back. Antoniello has it. He's under pressure. It comes out to Lamb. Lamb will serve it up for Pintas. Carowe will make an attempt. It is caught by Couturier, and that may be our last act of the...
And it was a good attempt.
That's called offside.
That one's offside. And there's the half.
What an entertaining 3-goal first half.
I hope the second half is just as good because it's going to be exciting.
2-1 St. John Seawolves versus the Crandall University Chargers. Will join you in about 15 minutes.
We're back. We are back for the second half of a very entertaining game so far. 2-1 for the Seawolves. And Andrew, what do we have to start this second half?
Well, I'm doing my actuarial tables here to figure out who he is and he is not on the pitch at this time. But I'd say that we spoke briefly about what we could see coming up ahead of us with this with the way the game sits right now. You were telling me you thought that this had a chance of staying open.
Well, I'm of two minds. I think if the Seawolves score the next goal, you're going to see Crandall go entirely on offense, and the Seawolves could score a goal or two after that. But right now at 2-1, I think the Seawolves are going to really tighten down the defense, and maybe not attack quite as often as they did in the first half. But I don't know. They were so good on offense the first half. I'm not sure I'd change anything. I think I would just let them roll with it, even with a 2-1 lead. Seawolves are moving the ball around today as well as any team I've seen in the league this year. And that includes St. Thomas, who we saw the other night.
Well, it's great to play.
What I like about the Seawolves is their first touch passing. They're really reading off each other well and providing good passing options, multiple passing options every ball. So I see big improvements in the Seawolves. And they've been pretty good so far this year anyway. So, this is boding very well for the Seawolves, I think. And based on what we've seen, Andrew, I think you mentioned it. From what I've seen so far, the Seawolves are the second best team in the league right now, not far behind St. Thomas. Come playoff time, that table could be turned. Now, the Chargers may have something to say about that before this game's over. And, with 2 minutes left, we might be saying the Chargers are still the second best team in the league. But I just, you have to like the way the Seawolves came out in that first half and moved the ball around. Used their wings. Crossed it in deep into the six. They did cutbacks. They did everything well. Burn them up over the top. So that's a free kick for Crandall. Crandall look like they can explode offensively, but they haven't yet this year. Only 4 goals in 4 games coming into this one. 1 so far in this one. So their offense looks like it has real strong potential, but not quite there yet. As mentioned, they had 5 new players in the starting lineup at the beginning of the game, so it takes time. It takes time to gel as a full unit.
I'm not seeing any changes from St. John in the first half, which I think is pretty similar to what we've seen in the past. And Crandall have a double change, bringing back in Chase Panel, who exited during the first half, and also introducing Andres Cardenas. Crandall University substitutions at halftime, leaving the game. Number 7, Cameron O'Quinn. Leaving the game, number 20, Jin Kim Armijos. Entering the game, number 17, Andres Cardenas. Entering the game, number 5, Chase Pennell.
That's a great strike. Mark Antonio's had some great strikes in this game. Already has a goal. That was a great strike. Real strong save. And that looks like a Crandall throw-in, far side. If you just joined us, Crandall in the yellow and blue, Seawolves in their red and white. The first half was just thrilling, back and forth action. Chargers looking for a loose ball. Haven't found it yet. Seawolves tightening up on defense.
Nice comes to make the throw in.
Seawolves up to this game have allowed 7 goals in 5 games. The referee is talking to the goalie for Crandall, and he's going to have to be careful or he will get carded. Referee didn't haul out any cards there, but I suspect the next time there'll be a card waiting for him.
We've got 2 shaggy-haired goalies in teal Adidas.
That's right. They're both wearing, I think, look very similar uniforms. And this is an interesting.
A cannon shot from
That was
number 5, Chase Pennell, who came back on as a substitute.
That was a great scoring chance right there.
At halftime, and we'll make the most of his reintroduction to the game.
That was a great strike. He stayed over top of that ball.
Jacob Agbor to take that as a corner.
Nice ball and
coming together there.
Yeah, he's looking to spring him loose. Almost did. Carwee almost sprung him loose. Or he can really fly down that. We talked how he might want to play track and field after he's finished soccer. He might want to be on the track team.
On that last chance for Crandall, Paul Agata had come up and clashed somewhat, ended up on the ground. Had a few questions as to, might have been looking for something, but at the end of the day.
Antonilio questioned why the referee blew the whistle on that one and then walked away. Wisely walked away.
Make your argument and
get out of there.
Exit the area.
Crandall looking to generate some offense here.
Ravtesh Singh has his coat off on the St. John bench.
That's a nice ball to the far post. Tristan Burnham down for the Seawolves.
There was some interaction.
And Carwee's down. So that's 2. Curry looks like he may have just
They're going to go have a look at Burnham.
Burnham's down. Yeah, they're going to be calling for people. The trainer. Well, the Seawolves, don't forget to follow at UNBSJ Seawolves on Facebook and Instagram. And check out the new website at howwiththewolves.ca. And the National Scholar announcement was made this week, Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association. The award celebrates student athletes who not only excel in their sports, but also achieve academic honors. And the 2023-24 Soccer National Scholars
Wow.
are Seawolves soccer alumni Julianne McCollum and current Seawolves Josie Splitgerber, Tristan Burnham, Griffin Cassidy, and John Shue. Congratulations. You can see all of the National Scholars on the ccaa.ca website.
All great student athletes and leaders in the Seawolf sports community, and we see great scholars as well.
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy maintaining a 3.7, an honors level academic standing when you're playing sports. That's not easy to do.
We've got a stealth. We never got a full-on communication of this at halftime, but Ravtesh Singh is on the field now, having I think that's going to be Burnham coming off. Looks like he's not it's unclear as to whether or not he intends to step back on.
Well, they need him.
He is re-entering the game.
There he goes. He's back in there.
So who did Singh replace?
Oh, there's Lamb battling for it along the side. Christian Sheehan. They had a bit of a battle going there. And that one's going to go through the end line. So Seawolves just chipping away the time here. It's 2-1. Much quieter half than the first one. Seawolves not attacking quite as much as they were. Content to make sure they protect this lead. Oh, that's a nice move inside. Oh, great save. Great save there. Ratash, what a
that
save.
That was Agbor
That's a save right there.
with another hard shot.
He was strong on that save. He just stood there and knew exactly what he wanted to do with the rebound.
UNBSJ substitution in the 58th minute, leaving the match number 8, Pedro Pintes, entering the game number 23, Ravtesh Singh.
That's a beautiful kick off the ground. Chargers just look like they want to break out. They're working hard to get this offense going.
Agbor's been great in the second half.
Well, Crandall, they had definitely the best chance of the game that didn't result in a goal on that last shot.
That's right. Burnham cuts that out with Jeannet hot on his heels. Agbor will take the throw.
Crandall pushing up a little bit now.
Nice. Drawing that high. And Ratek opts to punch that clear. I think that's because it was called offside. And Ratek will be able to take that as a free kick.
We've got approximately 29 minutes left in the regulation time. Seawolves working on a 1-goal lead.
Karui coming up the right side.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball back through the middle. Singh.
Kind of empty at the top of the area, but Singh rang onto it and gave Evan Couturier something to deal with.
That was a good shot. Good low shot on net.
I would say the taps are still very much open on for both teams.
Well, I think you're going to be right. The longer we go in this game, the more chances Crandall's going to take. And I think that is definitely going to give the Seawolves as many. Both goalkeepers looking good here today. Quality goaltending on both sides.
Penner's going to take this free kick. Antoniello sends that back. Seals holding the ball. And their own end, content to let Crandall press a little. Cassidy pops that up. Jackson Holmes was a part of that. That ball was sent to Caraway. I didn't think it was going to reach Caraway, but he got there anyway. However, that will run to the goalkeeper, who will punt it.
That almost looked like a pass back to me, but from our angle. But obviously, the referee didn't see it that way.
Oh, is that a nice?
Oh, he had time.
A nice pass over the top from Cardenas.
He had time to settle that ball. Nobody near him.
Yeah, it was, 3 attackers, including, I believe, the ball carrier, John A. And the goalkeeper.
He had beaten the defenders cleanly, and he was onside. He had time to settle that ball.
I kind of think that something got jammed there, whether it was the maybe the plant foot got jammed or just I don't think that shot was supposed to. I don't think he intended to take that shot quite as early as he did.
No. And it looks different from up here.
That's true.
He may have thought that someone was right on him, and he had to take the shot, quickly. So. Well. Seawolf. A lot of balls being sent behind the fullbacks.
That will go out. There's a reaction here. This is going to be a St. John corner. Cassidy stands over it. St. John will still a little spread out in the half. Singh will be the first man of that, but he'll put it out for a goal. But that'll come off him for a goal kick.
I think that was a free kick because he lined that up on the white line instead of he wasn't near the corner. Now he's at the corner.
Sorry, yes, that will be and that is a corner, not a goal kick, as I initially put it.
And the other one with Burnham was a free kick. Well, this is an important kick for the Seawolves. If they could get one now, make it 3-1, that would put a lot of pressure on Crandall to try to get back in it.
Gallardo with a second opportunity at kicking that.
Wins are important. Wins are really important.
That one's called as a foul, and Couturier is doubled over on the goal line. Referee's going to walk over to check on him.
Seawolves would like to take this opportunity to thank their 24-25 season sponsors, Centaur Products Atlantic, Domino's Pizza, UNB St. John. Students get 50% off online orders. Booster Juice, East Point location, One Team Sports, and UNB Associated Alumni.
Couturier is to his feet now.
And gets a good kick off.
That is a rather transparent haul down of from Jackson Holmes hauls down Jonah Nice by the hem of the shorts.
Yeah, he's keeping the cards in the pocket at the moment.
Soccer fans, we want to give a big congratulations to your Booster Juice Athletes of the Week, Lydia Hebb and Mike Rotake. St. John has a substitution brewing.
Almost 68 minutes in now. Time is marching on here in the second half. Seawolves still nursing that 2-1 lead that they had at the end of the first half. They've buckled down here for the second half and tightened up the defense. Crandall had a beautiful point-blank shot that was saved. Back through the middle, or to the left wing.
UNB St. John substitution in the 68th minute, leaving the match number 16, Jackson Holmes, entering the match number 19, Connor Sikasak. That's a striker for striker move, and Holmes had just had that somewhat quizzical interaction with Jonah Nice, which had Nice looking up at him like, what the heck? Holmes didn't get a card out of it, but we'd also seen Sikasak warming up a little, and he's been a feature of the starting lineup in some of the recent games. So
lots of chatting going on out there. The official is as per usual. Lots of chatting in the second half. Game's starting to heat up now. It's 2-1. Seawolves out in front. We're heading towards the 70th minute.
Sun's going down. The ball is going up the pitch. Karui has it one-on-one with Nice. He gets it through. Mark Antonio whips that one out, and it is called St. John's way as the throw-in. Gallardo takes that throw. The ball will come all the way out to Ryan Benner.
Nice ball movement by the Seawolves.
Kauri has it, sends it corner. Sikasak, who just came on, headed it wide of the right post.
Could have had himself a goal on that one. But that's beautiful ball movement on for the Seawolves.
Singh will compete with it
Oh,
with Nice
on
the right side. It was beautiful, but it was also offside.
Oh, yeah. I really like the way Kauri thinks. He sees the field so well. He makes great passes. In addition to his, sprinting ability.
Right.
He handles the ball as well as anybody in the league. This kid, he's going to be he already is. I think he's an all-star already in this league.
I think one of the things that will really, turn that opinion will be when we start getting into some of the more consequential matches of this season. When you look into the playoffs, if he turns in some game-changing performances, then come the start of next year, that was right off the bar.
What an amazing move.
Chase Pennell creating some real jeopardy for St. John there.
Wow, did he ever cut that ball in?
There are players in yellow with hands on their heads right now because they know how close that came.
Quick move. Really quick, good shot. He was robbed on that one by the crossbar.
One of the most steadfast elements of any defensive core.
Well, you see some goalies actually kissing the goalposts after. So there is a relationship there
that's right.
That needs to be nurtured.
That's correct.
Wow, Crandall, they're getting their chances here now. Oh,
that was a very, very nice cutback from Janet, I think, or to Janet, who put it just wide.
All kinds of time left. 18 minutes.
Agbor again. We haven't seen as much from him in the last 10 minutes, but Agbor's been great.
Well, this game could very well be 2-2 at the moment, but it's not. The Seawolves continue to lead. Crandall is
Nice has been running a lot, and he takes a hard shoulder to shoulder charge from Sikasak.
Crandall definitely threatening here. They've Crandall's really picked up the pace in the last few minutes. And that looks like it's going to be
Agata runs that to the side. That will be a Seawolves throw in, it looks like. Gallardo to take.
Either way, time is ever so slowly becoming a factor for the Crandall Chargers.
That's right. Not necessarily like they're in a deep hole. There's just one goal, but
right.
but
with each minute that goes by, the pressure builds, and I would suggest the same pressure builds for the Seawolves on defense. So,
for almost the same reason, in terms of this is not you want to get results of this. You want to get 3 points out of this position at home with 15 minutes left on the clock.
Well, UKC really, they've put themselves in a really vulnerable position with 5 ties. If the Seawolves win today, they'll have 3 wins and 1 tie, 2 losses and 1 tie. That'll give them 10 points on the season compared to UKC's 5. And UKC hasn't lost yet.
This is why the big dubs are so valuable.
So UKC definitely have to.
Another little
skirmish.
Involving the goalkeeper Karawi and Jonah Nice.
The referees let them play today. He's kept the cards in the pocket. And as we speak, here comes a card.
Was that? No, that would have been. I didn't catch which charger that was for.
I didn't either. But just when I say the cards are in the pocket, out comes a card. Well, they're not in the pocket anymore.
They're back in the pocket now.
They're back in the pocket for a while anyway. I think there might be 1 or 2 more before this.
That was for being a ball from Tristan Burnham on the ground from that free kick. That made it 25 yards and almost onto the boot of Ravtej Singh.
Well, one thing we can be certain of, I think we're going to look at a couple of 2 or 3 or 4 minutes of at least 4 minutes of extra time, add-on time, I think.
Yes, that's right. There's been
a couple of players have gone down.
You could see that the referee was a little quizzical at that last one. It's getting hot and heavy.
That's
number 8,
yellow.
Number 19 has got a yellow for Crandall. Conversations are being had because that was Mark Antonio.
The question is that in the box? Is that a penalty shot?
Oh, I would say it is. Yeah. No, I would. It's hard to see how it's not.
Oh, it has to be. No, they're calling for.
Mark Antonio went right over.
No, he.
Crandall University yellow card. Number 19, Christian Sheen.
Well, I think he's down. So we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back when play resumes. Well, we're back in action. The Seawolves have a free kick from just in the just outside the 18. There was certainly some discussion as to whether that happened inside the 18 or outside, but
Now,
but it's outside the 18.
we were discussing cards, and there's a Crandall player on the pitch with a cramp right now. We were discussing cards. There was another card that was shown during that brief debate, and then we saw number 19 making his way to the steal. Did you see what happened with that?
No, I didn't. It was all happening while the player was down, and the injured player was down for the Seawolves, and so no, I didn't see it. But regardless, the Seawolves really have a chance to finish the Crandall Chargers off with this one play. I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Nice is going out from behind, and I didn't see the number of the player that just came in.
Was that 14? I think it was 14 because I see a 14 and I didn't have one. Did not have one on the pitch to this point, so I think that's our introductory person. How many Chargers are on the pitch right now? That would be Wyatt Ross making his introduction.
9 on the pitch. So the Chargers are one player down.
I see number 20, who came off at halftime, is
somebody. I missed the red card. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chargers are playing one man down. Someone got a red card during that intermission when the player was down.
Well, 19 went to the bench. We knew he got a yellow, so it's possible
he may have been shown a second yellow, turn it into a red. But regardless, the Chargers are playing one man down, and they're trying to come back. So they just made their job harder. And they're definitely, susceptible to the counterattack now. Having said that, I was at a national championship a few years ago, and Humber College were playing two men down about 11 minutes into the game, and they still won the game. They won the championship. So it can happen. It can happen. Chargers could still come back, but
and it's still.
But the numbers, if it's 10-9, well, that should be an advantage. Singh controlling it over to the wing, over to Lamb. Lamb taking his space. He cuts back in. Marcantonio just making sure they have possession. Singh doing the same thing.
Pagada gets runs to that, and it looks like, yeah, we've Couturier will send that up.
Antonio taking his space. They're giving it to him. Cassidy did not miss by much.
That was dangerous.
That was a dangerous shot. And it sounds like the referee's going over to someplace, to the bench. And there's a yellow to the bench, to the coach. So they have lots of paperwork at the end of the game.
Crandall University yellow card to the bench. Previous movement, red card to number 19, Christian Sheen. Substitutions leaving the game, number 22, Admar Oatmeal Guinhi Gonçalves. Number 8, Jonah Nice. Number 17, Andres Cardenas entering the game. Number 7, Cameron O'Quinn. Number 14, Wyatt Ross. Number 20, Chin Kim Armijos.
Singh tries to send it in. And it looks like a Seawolves free kick. This is another opportunity for the Seawolves. 87 minutes on the clock. There will be some added time for sure. But a 3-1 lead for the Seawolves sounds a lot better than 2-1. It would definitely put a damper on the Crandall comeback. Not a hard one to handle there. Lamb making a run down the wing. Seawolves just controlling the ball, maintaining control. Karwi, player of the game in my opinion. Karwi, without a doubt, for the Seawolves.
Karwi has been great.
That's my opinion. What are your thoughts, Andrew, on the player of the game for the Seawolves?
Well, I think that Cassidy, who's been such a center, I think both of them have been amazing, and having those engines of offense on either side is so key. Cassidy would be my answer.
Well, we can still be friends, Andrew.
I think that between the two of them, Karwi on one side, Cassidy on the other side, with Mark Antonio in the middle, has seen a lot of benefit, and that goes up and high. Ratek gets his hands on it.
He had to go
that wasn't
way
easy.
up there to get that one.
That wasn't easy.
No. How about the Chargers? Have anybody in mind as a player of a game for the Chargers?
Well, Jeannet got the goal, and he's been great. Agbor has also been really great at creating chances and holding up balls. And also is the author of at least 2 shots that made us exhale after having seen them.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're about to be in a position where the clock is going to stop, and we're going to be moving in. We're going to be moving. We're going to be moving it into referee's
We have a
time.
substitution for St. John.
Looks like Griffin Cassidy going off.
And Sue on.
Sue gets a good long run right off the bat.
UNB St. John substitution in the 90th minute, leaving the game number 7, Griffin Cassidy. Entering the game number 17, John Sue.
I'd say we have at least 5 minutes of extra time. I could be wrong, but
It'll be something significant, you got to think.
yeah, it's not going to be just a couple of minutes or 3 minutes. But the longer the ball stays down in the Crandall end, the better the Seawolves' chances, obviously. Are we taking just a quick little touch there? He's going to hold it in the flag. And that's another
Classic
corner.
Classic maneuver from...
Great job by Singh there.
to try and play out the remainder of
these
seconds.
They're going to do the same thing again.
Singh is going to take it to Caraway. Caraway to Singh. Singh is going to walk it out.
That's a beautiful ball into the...
Sikasak put that right over the bar.
Oh, that was a great service by Singh into the box.
Chested that down, and it looked like Sikasak took that on the half volley. Sue.
Seawolves are resuming their attacking ways here in the last couple minutes. They're trying to keep the ball as deep as they can.
Carly. Mark Antonio. Sue directed pinballs up into the air.
Yeah, ball's bouncing around. Crandall need to get the ball down to the Seawolves end as quickly as possible because this one is running out of time. And that's not going to do it. A referee is looking at his watch.
Jonah Nice tries to trap that ball to prevent it from bouncing out and spending time on retrieval, but
not much time left in this game. Referee is looking at the watch. Seawolves
Lamb sends it down the line.
On the cusp of a victory here.
Sue pulled down, and whereabouts was that he was pulled down?
This is
referee is going to roll that back.
Seawolves could certainly use some insurance here.
And this is, in any case, you're never going to get scored on from this position.
No, I think
Mark Antonio.
Oh, that's a nice...
whips it back. It's hit on Caraway's boot. He'll shoot it, and it's in!
He's got it. Caraway. He's got it.
St. John Seawolves goal! Scored in second half stoppage time by number 20, Malik Caraway!
Well, Andrew, I hate to rub it in, but that's my player of the game.
Hey!
No, that's he earned that the entire game. I thought he did a really good job controlling the play, being the Seawolves catalyst. And as you mentioned, Griffin Cassidy was doing that as well. But
I want to say that was Mark Antonio who supplied him with the assist.
Yeah, Caraway has been just outstanding today for the Seawolves. Which
is great because that's the reverse of Mark Antonio's goal. The two serving each other up for a goal and with an assist.
We want to thank you for watching ACAA TV, and don't forget to follow at UNBSJ Seawolves on Facebook and Instagram, and check out our new website at howwiththewolves.ca to find out all about the action. And so we thank you for joining in to this broadcast. Seawolves keep coming now.
Before we head for the exits, Malik Caraway has the goal. Has the ball, he'll send that back. And it'll go in.
Well, the Seawolves have added
Sickasack?
Looks like Sickasack. And
UNB St. John Seawolves go! Scored in second half stoppage time by number 19, Connor Sickasack!
well, the Seawolves have broken it wide open. Crandall playing a man down. Needed to push.
4-1 does not describe this game.
No, not it at all. Crandall had two excellent scoring chances.
And St. John will be trying to make a substitution here.
But, yeah, Crandall, they had their chances, and Ortega just made the saves. He was in good position, made the saves, and that's all there was to it. And then Carwee, who's been outstanding all game, just scored a nice goal, low corner, and then had a nice assist there.
Lamb will send that out. There is a St. John player still at the fourth official's desk, but St. John will go the other way.
And they're going again. They're coming back again. Crandall, of course, Crandall's
up. Back a little earlier than they were before. And that won't go anywhere.
They didn't get anything on that one, but
referee looking at his watch. I wonder if that Seawolf will have an opportunity to get in.
So this is the classic game of when you see the score, when around the league, when they look at the score, they'll think, but this was a close game. Crandall did have their chances. Seawolves, I thought, did a great job second half, playing solid defense. And this one is over. Thanks, Andrew, for the broadcast.
Thank you.
Look for the Seawolves next week. They are in action again. And
October 5th against the Dallas AC Rams. Join us here at Canada Game Stadium and live at ACAA.tv through our YouTube channel, UNBSJ Seawolves, and online at howlwiththewolves.ca.